Okay, hi everybody. Thank you for coming and joining us online. This is our Tribal Entrepreneur Development Program, and it's 10 sessions. We're going to cover a lot of information, and there will be homework. And if you were invited to the Disco platform, I would encourage you to join it because we have extra homework, worksheets, things that will help you there. Plus, you can communicate with us and ask for a mentor if you need help with a specific topic. So Anna Hussein is going to be your proctor, your hostess for tonight. She's going to take us through the first session, which is, are you ready to be an entrepreneur? And then we'll meet again on Wednesday, and we'll meet on Mondays and Wednesdays from 6 to about 7 to 7:15. On these first nights, it does tend to go a little bit longer depending on how many people we have online, because we are trying to create a sense of community and let everybody share. So, and that when we do our pitch practice near the end, it also tends to be a longer night because whoever wants to practice, we want to invite them to. Okay. Take it away.
So I'm Roxana. You guys can call me Rookie. It's just easier. So first thing I need you guys to do, if you haven't already, please check in. There's a QR code up here. If you have, thank you. Also, at some point, do the pre-program survey. We want to know what you guys want to get out of this class to help us improve what we're doing. Okay, so here's our program schedule. Today is going from idea to business and the entrepreneurial life cycle. And then business model design is on the 30th. Knowing your customers is on the 4th. Understanding your market is on the 6th. Legal strategy and entity formation is on the 11th. Pitch Decks 101. Pitch Decks 101 is on the 13th. Pricing strategies on the 18th. Sales financials is on the 20th. Supply chain is on the 25th. Pitch practice is on the 27th. Demo day is on the 29th.
Roxana, what's a demo day?
A demo day is how you graduate. So basically at the end of it, basically at the end of this, we are going to help you put together a deck to be able to pitch. And this deck is the beginning of how you'd pitch to investors. So we hope that everybody does it. You're going to build a slide or a PowerPoint, present it to your cohorts like you are pitching for funding. Although you're not actually pitching for funding, it's a way for you to get comfortable to start talking about your business and pitching it. Now, when that day does come, know that everybody's just as nervous as you are, and we are all friends, and we want to make sure that we support each other with that. So don't get nervous. We've done this with plenty of people, and however you're feeling up here is exactly how everybody else is feeling. And we provide a lot of help with that as well, which is where pitch practice comes in. Plus, you can schedule time with mentors and different things to help you with your pitch deck. Depending on what your business is, we can help match mentors to best help you with what your business is and what that pitch needs to look like. Okay, about the program. Hold on. I need to be able to see. The Startup NV Tribal Entrepreneur Development Program is sponsored by the USDA and in partnership with Nevada Works. It's a 5-week founder education program designed for founders, small businesses who want to evolve venture-worthy projects from an idea into a business and learn how to attract the capital that they need to succeed. Location is here. The program is held in person at 6 p.m. at the LV Paiute Health and Human Services Building at 1257 Paiute Circle, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89106. Sessions are also available over Zoom, and all sessions are recorded and shared for the following class session. Program conclusion is demo day, August 29th, 5 p.m. The program concludes with a 6-minute pitch at a public demo day. Pitching at demo day is required for graduation for the program. Maggie, quick question. Yes. Do they need to attend a certain amount of classes to also graduate for this?
No.
No, got it. Okay. That is me with my hair done. Anna, which is me. So I come from both public and private sector. I worked for the city of Las Vegas for almost 5 years. I was lucky enough to report to the CIO, Michael Sherwood there, where I met Maggie. I was the director of marketing for Startup NV. I have worn many different hats. Today, I am the mentor manager and other things. Yeah. So I've been here about 18 years in Las Vegas. So I've seen it grow enough that it's felt like a very small town to now a very large city in just that much time. So I'm very invested in watching, especially minority groups do great things, and which is why I'm really invested in programs like this. And as my day job, I also do Startup NV, Startup Vegas. We need to remove that, not that anymore. And Vegas Tech Summit. I was on the committee, which I resigned from because I also have a day job. I'm a director of IT and procurement for a tech company, and That's my day job. So really it's just this and Startup NV now. Maggie, who is sitting here. So Maggie is our Chief of Operations for Startup NV, Nevada's statewide business incubator and accelerator. Maggie has seen hundreds, probably closer to thousands, of pitch decks and heads the deck assessment team. She has been involved with startups for decades in support roles and leadership roles. Prior industries include aviation, computer education, and gourmet food and marketing and project management role. Maggie's also an excellent cook. Okay, so if we just want to go around the table, make a quick intro of yourselves and people online. Maggie, do you want them to introduce themselves on chat or unmute?
Well, there's 10 of them.
Okay.
And somebody has bells.
We can unmute. I don't know if they're going to be able to hear everybody here in the room, but I'm just going to walk around.
Oh, all right.
Hi. You want to do an intro?
Sure.
What else do we want to cover?
Just your name, something fun about you.
Oh, thank
And
you.
what you're hoping to get out of the program.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
That's fun. Matt.
Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly Osborne. I'm super excited to be here. A fun fact about me is I have 3 dogs and they're my babies. I'm really excited to be part of this. I'm been thinking about starting a business for a long time, but haven't really made the jump yet. And I'm looking to add people to my community. So looking forward to speaking with you all.
Thank you. It's very nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Totticini. I'm a starting entrepreneur. It seems like I'm about 6 months ahead of you. I started just formulating what I could do for a business 6 months ago, January, working for a guy. I was like, hey, I think I could do this. I'm gonna get a license. And then I'm like, hey, I think I need a website. And like got the website, and that's where I'm at now. I'd love to take on anything you could teach me. Definitely want to learn to pitch to some maybe people that have some money. Maybe they can help me. I need a company vehicle. I need some equipment, but I'm happy to be here.
Perfect. I should tell you guys that after you do intros, I'll add some. So we get people from all kinds of journeys.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Justin Gomez, and I guess I've been an entrepreneur since I was like 4 years old. And so I currently already have a business, but I'm at the juncture where I need to grow. So like Nick, I need some capital and some investment, and so I don't know necessarily how to continue on the journey from where of getting here and where to go next. So I'm hoping to be able to learn because I don't know everything, and so that's where I am. So, thank you.
Hi, my name is Pradina Toledo. I actually don't, a friend was the one who suggested it. I just recently started selling lemonade at the crafts fairs, and then they've just been telling me you should get into it and do something else. I do like to bake and make like different types of desserts, so that's kind of really where I'm at right now.
I will do a
Yeah.
face test. I volunteered.
Hello, my name is Carmen Smith. I'm kind of like you too. I started a business. It's not up and running, but I started it. Did my website last week. Got my EIN, but I haven't opened a bank account yet. And just trying to understand how to tweak it in my website. And I just retired from education as a high school principal. So yes, I know the world of education, 40 years in education. I was a professor, but I don't know this. And so I came to be taught and to learn.
Fabulous.
Absolutely.
Hello, everybody. I'm Abriana Baker. I own 2 businesses in Colorado. I'm from Colorado. I just moved here 3 months ago. I own a detailing business, and I've owned a restaurant with my dad at 16. So when I moved to Vegas, I thought I would try to open a new business by rescuing animals here. So, and a fun fact is I own 4 cats.
3 dogs and 4 cats. My kind of gal.
Okay. Hi, I'm Denicia. I've owned a business before. I've taught yoga and done like online yoga teaching and everything and now I just want to get into something more tangible. So I don't know where to start, so that's why I'm here.
No. All right. So just really quickly, I should have started or led with this. We've had similar programs basically with the same curriculum where we've had several people. I'm blue. Can you guys hear me online?
Yes, we can hear you fine.
Yes.
Perfect. Thank you. So we've had people that have had started their business, one in particular that I can think of, who has a non-alcoholic beverage business. And she's been in business for about 10 years, but she didn't know how to take it to the next level. So she came back refreshed and needed to reevaluate where she was and how she wanted to grow. So we get people from that point in their journey, and we get people that don't know yet, right? That know they have an idea, they just don't know how to start. So, and these are all similar programs that we've had, like I said, with the same curriculum so this is for everybody. You're either have started for about 6 months and you now need funding and you're trying to figure out how to pitch, what's important to your pitch or to your investors. You'll learn that here. Maybe trying to figure out, okay, I need to, maybe going through this, I have an idea, realize my time investment, and maybe I'm not there yet, right? So it's for everybody really that wants to be an entrepreneur, regardless of where you are in your journey.
Let's go online.
And oh yes, online introductions.
Yes.
Okay.
So Elizabeth, there's two Elizabeths.
Oh.
But Avril is first in the list because it's alphabetical. So Avril, you want to go first?
Sure. Hiahomi Takiape, Avro Cordovi, Machiape, Malakota, and Taos Pueblo. My Tama is Joseph Conquilla Cordova. My Ina or my cause, Patricia Crow Cordova. I'm 6th generation from Chief Red Cloud. I'm the owner operator of AC and Associates. I'm a mother, daughter, community member, and I recently am an entrepreneur originally from Los Angeles. I recently moved here to Las Vegas, 3 months as well. I run my own consulting business, AC and Associates, where I focus on community education, indigenous wellness, and training facilitation. A lot of my work uplifts Native voices and stories, whether that's through live workshops, cultural trainings, or virtual community events. And one thing about me is I believe in leading with my heart. My work is deeply rooted in who I am as a Pueblo and Lakota woman, and I'm excited to be in this space to learn, to grow, and to connect with others. Ta, thank you. And I say the end a lot when I'm done, and if I don't, then people are just going to keep staring at me, so the end.
Fair. Okay.
Okay, how about Elizabeth 1?
Hi, this is Elizabeth. I'm a Caldwell Tribal native from Washington, Eastern Washington. I live here in Las Vegas now with my daughters, and I would consider myself a serial entrepreneur. I've done a lot of different things, especially in my tribal community when it comes to legal, behavioral health. And I got my degree in addiction studies. So through my professional experience and my personal experience, I've really just grown to realize that I just love helping people. I've recently gotten my community health worker license in Nevada. So I'm just really trying to figure out and hopefully fine tune can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I just saw a message saying the mic didn't work. But yeah, just fine tuning everything that I love to do and hopefully putting it into one. Ultimately, I'd like to get into government contracting. So learning that and kind of figuring out how to pitch it all into one and figure out the best route to go. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a second Elizabeth?
Oh, yes. Hi.
Hi.
For some reason, I can't use my video and my mic at the same time. I don't know why. But anyways, hello. Good evening. I'm Elizabeth. I like to say I'm a purpose-driven leader. I'm passionate about creating impact through wellness and sustainability in the community. My background is basically luxury and hospitality and fitness. And I'm trying to build a business around that. And I'm just here to collaborate, create, challenge the norm, and build something extraordinary. Fun fact about me is I have a condition called dextrocardia. It's where instead of your heart being on the left side, it's on the right side. But I always say that my heart's always on the right side.
That's cute. Okay, Amari?
Amari posted in chat that she is unable to, mic doesn't work at her camera.
Okay, but she did also post that she's born and raised in Las Vegas and is looking forward to learning and growing with all of us. Okay, sorry, Amari. That's a shame that you don't get to share. Liana?
Hi, I'm Liliana Beckstrom. I'm really excited for this program. I wouldn't really consider myself an entrepreneur, but I've been in the entrepreneur side of things for a while. I've started with like making art, jewelry. I do like First Friday events and things like that, which led me into strangely like the antique business. So I am a founder of, I don't know if you guys heard of Barter Mall. It's off of Wyoming and Fairfield. It's like a antique mall that also serves like alcohol, just like canned stuff mostly. But I'm taking a little break from that right now, and I'm wanting to focus on starting up a different idea and concept, somewhat around antiques as well. But yeah, I'm really excited for this program, especially since it's centered around tribal. I am a Dene. So yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Okay, Melanie.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie. I am originally from Canada. I'm part of the First Nations, the Ojibwe tribe. I moved to the US into actually the Midwest, Kansas, Missouri area for most of my adult years and moved over to Vegas in 2019, right before COVID started. My background is in accounting and bookkeeping. I've worked with and for corporations. Right now, I'm working for a small business here in Vegas. And my purpose for joining this is to help me and be around other people that can help my thoughts in supporting, sharing ideas with how to be an entrepreneur. My starting point was starting a bookkeeping business, which is where all my experience is in. And I've just come to the conclusion that I'm just don't want to do that for the rest of my life. So right now I've invested in an AI course that I paid for, and my vision is to develop and start an AI consulting business. And I would like to tailor or my market, I'm hoping, would be small Indigenous businesses, communities, and help them bring awareness that AI is definitely not the enemy and that it's definitely the path that's going to be moving forward within business and can be a valuable tool. So that's where I'm at, and I hope I can just get this going.
Melanie, I'm from Vancouver, Canada.
Oh, yay! And who's speaking?
Rashana.
Rashana. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
You too. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Maggie.
Well, I knew you were going to say that as soon as you said she was from Canada. Michelle. It takes a minute for people to.
Hi, good evening. My name is Michelle Alexander. I just moved here to Nevada from Washington State, where I lived most of my life. I'm Alaska Native, though. I've worked with my ex-husband in creating some seafood businesses there in Washington, in Bellingham, Washington. I left and I just need to start all over again on my own 2 feet. Currently, I work for psychiatric hospitals as a case manager, where I go in and I develop a discharge plan for these individuals. I'm very involved in a lot of the communities, the homeless population, social services. I'm currently working on registered behavioral therapy, licensing, also working on my master's in social work with a licensed clinical component to it. And my hand like really involved into the social aspect of being here. I've developed relationships with others that have group homes. So that's something that I would like to get an idea of how to develop and to get that program started. And I think it would be really important to also involve the Native community into that aspect, because so many are homeless or they have addiction issue, mental health issues, and I've noticed that it's very prevalent in large and small communities. So that's something that I would like to learn more about.
Thank you. Nizoni?
Hello, my name is Nijoni Denapa. I am Hopi, Navajo, Oke, Wingate, Pueblo, and Assiniboine. Grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Flagstaff, Arizona. I am interested in starting, and I kind of have started, but I just need to formalize everything. But I want to try and start a jewelry line with my family and make that a business and figure out how to do the websites and the online stuff. I've started getting molds of pieces, original pieces that are done, and started the work behind it, but I'm trying to figure out the model and how to like do well with marketing and things like that. So that's why I'm here. Fun fact about me, I am a physician.
Nice. I've got a whole bunch of health problems. No, I'm just kidding.
Sounds like a lot of work to get to that, to now want to like shift 180 degrees into a jewelry business. Okay. Well, thank you. Shannon, you're up.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shannon Swift. I'm also from Alaska. I'm Yupik. I'm from the Bristol Bay area, and I spent most of my life after graduating from high school in Alaska. I was in Albuquerque, New Mexico for about 18 years, and I've recently relocated to Pahrump, where my parents spend part of their time during the year. So I'm fresh to Nevada and I'm trying to build a community here. One thing that I'm really passionate about is community building, and I had a strong support system in New Mexico, and I'm really missing that here. So I'm excited to be a part of this and get to know everyone in this area. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do in the long run. I'm not really an entrepreneur. I don't have that spirit in me. My background is in professional services and HR and accounting. So my first, I guess, I'm leaning towards a consultancy business just because that's where my background and skill set is, but I'm hoping that I can find something that I can work with and build on, and even if it's in that area.
Wonderful. All right. And last but not least, we have Tayana.
Hello, my name is Tayana. I own a organic skincare brand called Cultivated Glow. I just relocated from Minnesota back to Las Vegas, where I was born. I'm from the Shoshone-Paiute tribes in Western Shoshone. I've been in business for 5 years, but I'm looking for, I don't know, community here, stuff that I feel like that I had in Minnesota. And since I just got here like 2 months ago, kind of feel like I have no one, and I want to learn more about pitching to larger people like casinos and larger wholesale orders. Most of my business is manufacturing products for other businesses, so business to business is what I'm hoping to learn more about. Thank you, guys.
Welcome, everyone. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Read you? Like, have you changed your mind about your business now?
I didn't say what it was. I didn't say who I was. Sorry.
We know that you spent time.
Heshday, Dr. Carmen Smith, Johefkados, Justin Muskogee. I am Muskogee Creek Nation and Blackfoot from Oklahoma. And I've been here for 2 years, and like the others, I miss community. I miss my tribal people. And so I was excited when I got the email. But when I was back there, I need to talk to, I think it was Michelle. I'm also a therapist. My doctorate is in psychology. I'm a psychologist, and I'm starting a expressive arts business. So to go in and help communities that are suffering. Some people can pay, I'll take them on retreats, but for the nonprofit part, I want to go into drug rehabs and to homes and help work with the homeless and do expressive arts. I can't call it therapy because Nevada will not give me reciprocity and want me to take about 6 or 7 classes and test. And no, I'm done with it. I have 5 degrees. No, I'm not doing anymore. But I can do the same thing and not call it therapy. Just don't go into diving into their past, but just talk about where they are and where they want to go.
Cool. Well, guys, welcome everybody. I'm glad to have you all here. I know Bellingham well and the shack of an airport that they have. Just an FYI, cheaper to fly into there than it is Vancouver. Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so the entrepreneurial lifestyle. So you want to be an entrepreneur. What is your idea of being an entrepreneur? What about being a business owner excites you? Describe your goals and lifestyle you intend to live. We want you to write the answers to the questions down. We probably won't have a lot of time today, but we do share these decks. So give it some thought when we do. Is it going to be on Disco or are we just going to email everybody?
Disco is the platform, and so it probably will take us until Friday to edit the videos from tonight and Wednesday. But the links to the videos will be on Disco, and any of the assets, all of the decks, and we'll have the form for the business model canvas, which we'll go into on Wednesday. That'll be there so you can download. And the business model canvas is something that you can revisit and redo, and it's really interesting over time to keep your first one and see the evolution of what you want your business to do.
I do have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Has everybody been invited to the disco or certain people?
No, everybody should be invited unless you registered between yesterday and today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I registered like first came out.
Oh, okay. So you should have been invited, and then we can also make sure that we resend the invitation to anybody who hasn't accepted it.
Write your reasons for wanting to start your business. We're not going to share, but if you guys want to take a few seconds just to write it down, if it's financial freedom, if it's working your own hours, being your own boss, whatever it is, if you want to jot down a few notes. Okay. So taking the leap, right timing and your value proposition. What makes now the right time? What makes a business? What makes my idea valuable? Do I have enough experience to be an entrepreneur? Experience within an industry or business can give you a real advantage towards building a successful business, but experience isn't always necessary. Inexperience can be its own advantage. It can help avoid tying you down to the way it's always been done. You can apply your energy and enthusiasm to learn about a new field, its trade practices, and its techniques. Ask yourself, am I building on my experience? If I'm stepping into new territory, what additional info do I need to be successful? Is my idea great enough? Successful entrepreneurs turn feasible ideas into profitable businesses. Don't get bogged down searching for a great idea or worrying whether millions of customers will come rushing for your product or service. Instead, think about these questions. What do I need to start a business? You need a product or service that someone is willing to pay for. How many customers do I need for the product or service? This depends on your goals. But to get started, your product or service should meet the needs of a group in your community or local market, or some other target market you have in mind. Key considerations when evaluating your business. Offering a product or service with the following attributes could have an easier path to acquiring customers. Does your idea solve a real market-based problem? Fit current customer behavior. Products or services that fit into current customer or current systems of behavior will experience less resistance than the ones requiring change. If the customer has to change current thinking or actions, the selling cycle will be much longer. Assessing your business. Be sure to do the following in developing your initial business idea. Talk to people. Learn what people want. Make decisions based on feedback and data. Make sure there is a real need. A product or service must fill a need perceived by enough people to be profitable. Figure out who your customers are. Who do you think is going to be interested in your product or service? Will they spend money to get it? Talking about your idea or example. Both Megan and I were talking earlier, we hate this example, but we're going to go with it. So what is a customer problem that you're solving? Property owners don't always have time to screen tenants, collect rent, advertise, and maintain their properties. Question, how does your product or service solve this problem for your customer? We answer, we make ongoing property easy by handling the operation so property owners can sit back and collect the cash. Question, how is it different from the products, services? What is your competitive advantage? Answer, unlike our peers, we specialize in properties in the Culver City area. Since we live and work in the area, we understand the neighborhood and can provide hands-on experience. Question, who will buy it? Answer, new landlords, absentee landlords, and landlords tired of headaches of property management will buy our services. Question, why will they buy it from you? Answer, our background in tenant landlord law, convenience, and efficiency are good reasons to hire us. Talking about your idea. Incredibly important to speak with others about your idea, whether you're starting a company or trying to improve an existing one. To do this, you need to be able to communicate the following. What is the customer problem that you're trying to solve? How does your product or service solve this problem for customers? How is it different from other products or services? What is your competitive advantage? Who will buy it? When will they buy it from you? And if you're not sure yet, that's okay too. The elevator pitch. Tell me about your business. Your elevator, should I stop for questions? I'm flying through this.
You are flying right now. Yeah.
Let's take a
So-
second to stop for questions so far.
Yes, and customer discovery, which is the whole notion of talking to your customers, your potential customers, figuring out who they are. That is one of the sessions that we'll do. And we have a script, we have sample questions. You're going to modify them so that it's specific to your business, but it's something that you can take away and actually work on. And then we usually suggest that people go to Fremont Street because you're going to get a big cross section of people there. Some are going to be local, many are going to be tourists. And so you're going to get a better idea of who your customer will be, who is willing to buy. Talking about your idea is kind of next step, because after you figure out whether there is a need for your product or service, then you're going to refine how you talk about it so that you can do it. And the reason it's called an elevator pitch is because it's a very short talk about your product. So enough time to ride from floor 1 to floor 6. So you have to be very brief and very concise about what you do, why it matters, why people will buy from you, and what's interesting about your business. So that's the elevator pitch. So other questions? I'll look online. I do not see questions online in the room. Okay.
Okay. Did we do this one already? Yep. No, we didn't. The elevator pitch. Tell me about your business. Your elevator pitch should contain the following elements. An attention-grabbing first line. Example, we provide small businesses with low-cost software support solutions so they can focus on their customers. What? Provide software support solutions. Who? Small businesses. How? Low-cost businesses doesn't have to hire software support. The benefit? Focus on their customers. Out of class. Work on your elevator pitch. Answer the question, what does the business do? Use the words work with, want, or offer. State how your business solves a problem or offers a solution. Describe what makes your business unique. Tell a quick story. Once you have created this, go out and get some feedback.
So this deck will be available sooner, it'll be sooner before Friday. The deck can be uploaded tonight.
Oh, I did fly through that.
Yes, you covered
Okay,
most of it in 5 minutes.
Let me go back to this part. What are your reasons for starting a business? Do we want to start with online this time?
Sure. In fact, we had one person who said that she wanted to start it to serve the underserved. That was Elizabeth. Anybody else want to chime in?
Michelle.
It was Michelle? Okay.
Yes, I wanted to possibly have a group home or something for the population that's really addicted to drugs and alcohol, end up having some mental health issues due to substance use disorder and substance use disorder due to behavioral health issues also. So it goes hand in hand. And there, as a case manager, attempting to develop an understanding of what these people need, it's generally mostly housing issues. And without the housing component being set as a major factor, it's hard for them to get off the streets, to get off the drugs, to continue to take medication management seriously.
So starting a group home, that is a real challenge. You need the home, you need 24-hour staff, you have a long road ahead of you.
We've had a few other people that have wanted to
Yes.
start something similar.
Generally speaking, you're going to set yourself up as a nonprofit so that you're eligible for grants.
And I think the last group that we had just wanted to start with finding a property and a small home to begin with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of, a lot of them have about 10 bedrooms.
Yeah.
10 guests. And so this lady was willing to just start with 3 bedrooms and just start helping people.
Somebody else online?
Yes. Imari said, I'm unemployable. That's a good declarative sentence. I've decided it, and apparently so has all of the companies, corporations I've worked for. I have no choice but to employ myself. So that is a good reason to start your own business. But you are going to spend a lot of time working at it. So you want to make sure that it's something that inspires you, and then you're going to wake up every day wanting to tackle whatever your business is. Because getting yourself into a business that is not something that you love can be a real drag. So pick carefully.
Want to share? Just what are your reasons for starting a business? Well, you've already started with you. What were your reasons for starting a business?
The first reason why I got into the restaurant business with my dad was, one, I was the only one that had income because I get per capita for my tribe. So my dad pretty much used me to open the business. And then I started running the kitchen part, which was no fun. So I ended up dropping out, and he filed for bankruptcy once I turned 18. The second business, which was my detailing business, the reason why I started it is because a lot of my tribal elders were having problems, especially in the winter, getting out of their car to wash their car, vacuuming. Most of them are diabetic and going blind or losing limbs. So I decided to do a mobile detailing business where I would charge $20 just to do the wash and the vacuuming, which brought me to doing Durango area, which is another city about 20 miles from Ignacio. So that's what kind of built my business more, was my business was the only detailing business there. So
you're trying to help.
I was
more than
trying to
anything.
help my community in the first part, and
That's
then I
good.
moved into the other county to make my business bigger.
You still own it?
Yeah.
So Avril online is saying, I was successful in LA, and coming to Vegas, I really want to connect with the Indian community, as that is where my heart is. However, this is not my community to say what is needed. So first I need to get to know the community and the leaders and the movers and the shakers, and then build a business. I think that's a great way to approach it. Yeah. So you're going to find a need and fill it.
Yes, also, I'm a caretaker for my mother-in-law, and working for myself and not a 9 to 5 is flexible for me. Taking her to doctor's appointments or really being here working online works for me. So that's why that's why I started my own business.
Excellent.
Number one, freedom of time and having more control. I know it'll be a lot of work, but I'm doing something I love, and that's different. But the main thing is helping others transform, because I don't teach art classes. I teach more ideas on transformation, and that's my passion. Taking the education and the psychology component and helping people to move forward, to own their stuff, so to speak, using art. And I'm an artist, but I'm not like a great Picasso, or I just like doing art. And so being able to help others use any type of art, whether it be creative writing, singing, movement, yoga, painting, drawing, anything, if they can use any of that, then if it can help them move forward, then I figure it can help the community at large, not just your tribal, but just the community, period. And my blockage is I need property. I need a place to do it. So now I'm just going to people.
You want to take somebody online? Somebody online?
Yes. Okay, Liliana. I want to give artists and collectors a platform to house and sell products. I feel this is a good stepping stone for artists to be able to create a business where they can survive on their art. Yes, generally you need more exposure. You need more people following you so that you broaden your audience to buy more of your creation. We're going to talk about customer need, and the artists always have this question, well, if I'm not really solving a problem, I'm creating something beautiful. So problems are pain points, right? There's something that is bothering you. People move away from pain and toward pleasure. So if you think of it as a spectrum, a lot of the business is solving problems, but the other end of the spectrum is moving towards beauty and towards pleasure. And that's where artists come in. So it is a harder sell because there's not an immediate pain point. But if you can give pleasure, then that is certainly something that you can create a following with.
Okay, let's go to somebody else.
I just want to make extra money. And actually, no.
Because she works here and she loves it.
I want to be financially stable. Actually, I really like doing this. It's fun. And I like to talk to people a lot, just not public speaking. So I know I'm getting.
It's warm in here.
Yeah, this one. And my son does this with me sometimes. So I like that yes. I love spending time with him, even though he's grown now. So
And there's nothing wrong with wanting financial freedom.
yeah,
That's
pretty much it. Yeah.
It'd be nice to wake up and not have to worry about it.
Yes. And I actually enjoy doing this more than, well, I love my job, but this is fun. What I'm doing now. So I think, yeah.
Testing, test it. So, like you, my reason for starting as a business is I've got a mortgage to pay, and I've got 4 cats and 2 dogs to put through college. So I'm being real. So really, in many ways, I am my business, and so it's a way for me to be able to take care of myself and to be able to take care of my family. So I guess should I talk a little bit about what my business idea is? So I'm currently in the process of opening a little storefront downtown, and it's gonna be focused on selling like sacred items and like herbs and resins and that kind of stuff. And it also has a space where we're going to be able to do classes. So let's say, for example, as an indigenous person, you wanted to buy a drum. There's not really a place in Vegas you could go and like get a drum, or let's say your drum breaks and you need to fix it, right? Where do you go get some hide? Where do you get help and support with fixing that if you need help with that? So what I'm hoping to do is to be able to source things ethically, sustainably, or just essentially in a good way, and be able to provide that. So I've been doing like pop-up farmers markets for like the last 2 years, selling incense, handmade incense, selling other types of things, because there's indigenous people here from all over the world that don't always have a way to get access to things that are sacred to their rituals, sacred to their practices. And so I look at what everybody else is doing, I think, and I try to do the opposite of that. So I mean, like you could go buy a smudge kit at Walmart and I crack up every time I see them. But so my goal is to not just provide education, but also provide a way for people to be able to have access to the tools and to the things that they need. So that really kind of what the storefront is going to do, is to just have a small space where people want to get sage, they want to get sweetgrass, know where it's coming from, know how it's been harvested, know all of that. They can come and get it, right? And I know people have qualms about selling some of these things, but people are gonna, if they need it, they go buy it on Amazon or at Walmart. But why not be able to have a space so that people can come and get those things and know that they're coming in a very good way? So that's the gap that I'm trying to fill.
We'll definitely come visit your store.
Anybody online?
Yes. Elizabeth wants to be able to balance her time, owning something concrete, and being a steward of culture. And Avril gives a thumbs up to her products. All right. And then I have 2 more, but go ahead.
Sure. What are the reasons for starting a business? Just trying to do what I want to do every day. And it always ends up working for somebody else who tells me what to do, who keeps that money and says, it's just not the same. I could have did it myself. So after enough times of that, I said, I'm just going to do something about it. And I've found that if you take action, you'll make it grow. If you sometimes just that leap will force you to commit. So yeah, I just keep going. Like I like to be outside. I like to be in person with people. I'm a little bit of a salesman, a lot of technical knowledge. It just ended up that way. Maybe I didn't want to be it, but I just can't keep doing this for other people.
There you
They
go.
don't even understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay. So Imari has learned, don't do the opposite, just fill in the puzzle piece to, and it's blocked. Oh, to what they're not doing. So not necessarily the opposite, but what's not actually being done. Okay. And Melanie, do you plan to stock Indigenous? I think this is a question for you. Do you plan to stock Indigenous brand clothing in this store?
I haven't thought about that, but that's why I'm here, right? To learn and see what the need is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a small space. It's only 150 square feet. So
Oh, so
I'm gonna have to really think about
it can't be bulky clothing.
Yeah, it can't. Yeah, I am selling a little bit online locally though, not like outside of here. But I think it is something that I'm open to. But right now, I'm just trying to get the doors open and foot traffic.
I'm so confused on where to hold this.
Oh, me too. I
Okay.
one and I use
Do
it
I
all the
like
time.
worried I'm covering it? Is this the
You're good. You're good.
okay?
Everybody
This
can
is
hear
so
me fine?
techie.
Well, all right. See the yellow button
Yes.
and see the light?
Yes.
The microphone's actually right above the light.
Okay.
I
Thank
learned
you.
something new too.
We're good.
We're good.
Alrighty. I want something that I can grow because I know I can grow something and I'm tired of growing things for other people. So that's what I'm excited for. And to own my own schedule so I can do what I want with my time.
Time is precious.
Time is precious. Anybody else online?
No, not right now.
The original reason for me starting my own business was just my own healing journey. So I did a lot of self-healing through yoga and meditation. And so I was like, I think other people can use this. So that what jump started it. And then just financial freedom. I'm tired of working for people. I want free time. I want to travel. So yeah, that's the bigger one.
Yeah. So a lot of common themes, right, that you see have the knowledge and have a skill that you've been doing for somebody else. And now you're like, you know what? No, I want to open my own business. I want to get paid for this and whether that's because you want more time for family, you need a flexible schedule, or you just want financial freedom, or you want to work with your son, right? Because it makes you happy. And these are all great reasons. And one thing that you'll notice during this journey is you're going to have a lot of people that give you ideas, right? Maybe selling clothing or opening up kind of a marketplace for other entrepreneurs to come in and sell at some point and go down the road for you, or even starting up a group home, starting something smaller, a smaller property. And you're going to really start to think about this. And don't, even though you may not be in the same business, but you have ideas for other people, please share them, right? This is how we all get better as a community. This is how we all try to figure out how to help each other, and we give each other ideas and grow. You're also going to see a lot of synergies as you go along through this. You have an art teacher and who also does art, may not like her own art, but you don't know if nobody else will buy it. But you have somebody online who wants to open up a place that sells art, right? So you'll start to get a lot of synergies built up too. And that's the great thing about this. I think that's one of my favorite parts of the beginning of, or what I think is the beginning of our series of programs, because Startup NB has a lot, and this is the first place to start. This is where you get to meet like-minded people that are just either started and still trying to figure it out, maybe a little further along in their journey, just need feedback. But you guys are all in a place where you're like, I'm here, I'm ready, I want to do this. I just need a little bit more help. So that being said, I need to go back to my remote because I need you guys to make sure, because I know a few people stepped in a little late.
And Shannon is asking, I wonder if there's a way we can connect outside of here to collaborate, brainstorm outside of our sessions. Well, Disco is perfect for that. You guys can have your own chats. You guys can choose to like have a meetup somewhere, but disco is the way where you all who are part of this program, part of this community, can communicate with each other and with us also. So if anyone wants to connect, her email is Shannon. Anyway, it's going to be on Disco. You'll get to see all of the members of this cohort.
If you have not found your invite to disco,
Yeah,
can
we'll
you
send everything?
Okay. Okay, perfect. So we will resend it. And although you guys, I'm sure, love me by now, I won't be talking the whole time. So I'm not the expert. I'm just the beginning of trying to get things started on a good note. But for every other course that you have, you'll have an expert that comes in that knows a lot more about this stuff than I do. And I promise you they won't fly through it like I did. I'm also caffeinated, which I will remember to bring you caffeine next time. But so next class is business model design. That is with Cara. She is amazing. She is open to questions, and she'll take you through a part of this journey that really helps you figure out how to design your business. And this is what Maggie was talking. You can also download these forms and print them. So throughout your journey as an entrepreneur, it's always fun to do it again and come back and see what your first one looked like. So that is again here and online on Wednesday at 6 p.m. If you have not checked in, please check in. That's the code for check-in. And then the pre-program survey. We'd like to get your feedback. We want to make sure that we do better. So any feedback that you can provide us on not only what your expectations are on this course, but any kind of feedback we would love. Even if it's Roxana needs to slow down, I'm okay with hearing that. Okay. Does anybody have any last minute questions tonight online?
Elizabeth has a lot of meeting space.
A lot of meeting space?
Yes, that's what she said.
Oh, for everybody to connect and meet?
I think so.
That would be cool.
Yes, she gave us a thumbs up. She said, yes, I do.
Okay. Elizabeth, you might want to coordinate that in Disco with everybody. If you guys want to connect, I'll be there too. It just has to be in the evening because I have a day job. It's not that I don't like my day job, but I prefer doing this.
Question? How did you get all these people that are tribal? How did you get our information? Or was it just coincidence?
I think it's just coincidence. We advertised and
You
it
just
is
got
a
an
tribal
email.
program. You know what amazes me about Nevada is the variety of tribes people that we have here. I thought they would be primarily Paiute, but they're from all over. And up north, it's a lot of Washoe and Shoshone. And is it Shoshone Paiute up there in Fallon?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
But yes, even in this room, there's a variety of tribes.
Actually, I know somebody that had gone through this program. She's the one that told me about it. So I think last year
We were over
flyers
at
or
New
something
Woo.
here too. Yeah.
New Woo Art Center. And Ariana, do I have your name right? Obviously not. You're ignoring me. What's your name? Carmen. Carmen. Oh, I was way off. Carmen, have you been over to the New Woo Art Center and met Fawn Douglas?
I have been working for 2 years so hard.
Well, that's gonna be a great introduction for you. So she has an art center, New Woo. NUWU. It's over on Maryland Parkway.
Oh, and she's amazing. I love her.
Yeah. Yeah, and she also does, because a lot of you create things and are crafters and artists, and she does Fourth Friday. She does her own thing at the Art Center on the Fourth Friday, and it's mostly tribal, and it's a wonderful community. Yeah, whereas First Friday is very secular. It's all downtown arts district. I guess that's not downtown. That's the arts district. That's a much bigger crowd, and so you have to be very productive in order to make to create a following there.
We should post her information on Disco,
Oh,
right?
yeah, we should.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that.
We'll do that. She's amazing, by the way.
All right. And so your homework, guys, is to start working on an elevator pitch. So try to be brief in describing what your business does, who it's for, how it's unique, and why people will buy from you.
There it is. And if you guys want to give us an elevator pitch, one or two of you guys on Wednesday, we're open to it.
Oh, yes, yes. We'll want to invite you guys to start off each session with what you've learned and synthesized from the session before. And so if you have gone and done your homework, then we're happy to hear it and give any feedback on it. And Justin, I think you have a very unique proposition. So I think you should be first up next on Wednesday. Well, happy birthday. That sounds like a very convenient excuse.
Right?
Okay.
Happy 21st. No, we'll go with that.
So Tayana would love a tribal vendor market. And let's see. Okay. So Melanie's not familiar using Disco. And yes, once you get in there, it's like you can direct message the instructors, or you can just put it in the general feed and anybody can respond to it.
We have
Relatively easy to
slides,
use.
just a quick demo of it from one of our other,
Yeah, where are you gonna find that? Because I don't know where it is.
I'll figure it out.
All
Let me
right,
find
so
it.
for next time, we'll do a little instruction on Disco.
There you go.
They do have a little craft fair here, like they've been doing it for almost every month up until this month. They're gonna have another one in September. If you just go to the Las Vegas or lvpaiutetribe.com, it'll show like they do like craft fairs here, and the next one's like maybe in September.
And is it near this building or
They're starting to do it in the new building, the gym.
in the
They did,
gym?
yeah.
Okay.
They did it last year, so jewelry, yeah. So
Excellent.
Yeah.
And do they have a table? Like, can an artist rent
yeah.
a table or?
Yeah, you can. I don't really know the cost. I think with this one you have to bring your own, because before we were doing it down at the multipurpose building, so they had tables there, but here I think you have to provide your own. But there's a lot of space. So
Okay.
We'll get more information from.
Yes, and that's certainly
Yeah.
something that would be good to put in Disco, and we can even pin it.
Yeah.
So when you pin something in Disco, the message stays at the top.
And usually the big draw is they sell Indian tacos over there.
Indian tacos.
See? I haven't had.
What is it?
Indian
Yeah.
For everybody that's been in Vegas, do you guys sell mutton anywhere?
Mut-
They're gonna have a powwow in October.
At UNLV?
Powwow October 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's the Paiute tribe here. They're gonna do a powwow. It's
okay.
gonna be up at Snow Mountain, and some of the vendors usually sell them. Somebody was selling them last year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Every time I drive back home, I'm like, I have to make a stop.
That's what I always say about chili. I'm like, I'm from New Mexico, so
Oh,
bring
yeah.
chili, red chili. Christmas, give me chili. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna hang out with you.
I'm not too sure, but we're having a meeting. I'm part of the powwow committee too. So we're having a meeting tomorrow. I'll get one of those little flyers, or I guess the application for you guys. But I know that I think it's like 300, but it's for 3 days. Yeah. And then I think for food vendors is 400, but I'll tell you more on Wednesday when we get together. Yeah.
There you go.
Wonderful.
And then I'll get some more information on the craft fair event too, like who to contact.
That would be great because I want to go.
The taco.
Anybody else? Any
Okay,
questions?
yeah, any final thoughts?
So we found somebody mutton. We know that there's Indian tacos.
Pitch, but I don't know. If
The
I
tacos
wouldn't
are part
mind
of your pitch?
selling tacos, and I also sell Hopi Navajo Zuni tea too. So I think
She's
it's just,
here
yeah,
with
yeah,
want her information.
yeah. So that's what I usually sell with my lemonade, but I've been forgetting about it the past couple. Because it's a process. I have to have my family send me the
Stuff to make.
yeah.
it.
Sorry, I'm talking.
No. I'm the same way with Indian food, well, Pakistani food. My mom, I need her to grind the spices. And I just saw her in San Francisco actually, and she It was funny, her trying to cross customs to Canada from Canada to there. They're like, what is this? She's like, no, I grabbed my own spices. They didn't get it, but they let her through.
Oh, they let her through with
Mhm.
that?
Yeah.
She's lucky.
So I understand. Mine comes from Canada, and one lady has to make it, bring it in, who happened to give birth to me. Okay, so, okay, I think we're running a little over, but that's okay. I love this. Okay, so we have homework, right? We have homework, which is your elevator
Work on your
pitch.
elevator pitch.
We also, next class, will have more information that she will be providing us, and maybe tacos, no?
Yeah.
But otherwise, thank you guys. Don't forget to check in, like I said, and to do the pre-program survey. That would be great. And we will see you all on Wednesday at 6 p.m.